Hi everyone, I'm Peggy and welcome to my page. I'm your Seint 3D makeup artist, and if you are joining me, please tell me where you're watching from and say hello. I just love when I have watchers on here and ask any questions you like. I'm going to answer one question from yesterday. And no, the person who asked this question, it's not rude. I'm here to answer any question about me regarding beauty. So let's get that straight, just beauty. But I will say these are my eyelashes. Yes, they are. I do wear mascara. I wear an inexpensive mascara called Lash Princess, and I get this for like $4.99 a tube on Amazon. Yeah, very inexpensive. So I'm a Prime member, of course, so that means that I don't pay shipping. But yes, that is exactly what I pay. And yes, these are my eyelashes. Now I do use a lash serum. So if you want, it's $26. It works as well as Latisse for me because I've used the Latisse. However, I used it when it was $99 and I was still working. And then I stopped using that, and I came out. There's several of them out there. This one I know for sure works. So just comment lash and I will send you the link. It's $26 and it works well. You put it on at night. It's got the little brush. It looks like a tube of mascara, little brush right along the upper lash line, and you're good to go. You just sleep through it. It is so wonderful. I thank all of you for joining me. So let's get started. Here we go. I am your Seint makeup artist, where we use one compact and one brush to do our entire face. What's in our compact? That's so simple. We start with 3 shades, a contour and 2 highlights. These 3 shades will make up our entire foundation. We no longer have one bottle of foundation. We have 3 tins that make up the entire foundation. Then included is a lip and cheek of your choice. So that's strictly up to you. What shades do you like? I love the bold, the reds, the browns, the oranges. I'm really an earth tone type girl, but those are the shades I love, so that's why I chose Rosewood. Now, Rosewood is a limited edition because it is one of the shades of the season. So if you want Rosewood, you need to grab it now. She's only available until June 29th or until she sells out, whichever comes first. So be sure if you're looking for a orangey brown or a rust color, you grab her. But that's the shade I'm going to use today. Now, we use the one brush. This is my favorite. We have many brushes with Seint. This is cream makeup also, so you can use your fingers to apply, which is what I usually do. Most of you, though, have requested that I do a tutorial with a brush, so that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to take our 3D brush with the Sorry about that. I don't know what happened to my internet, but with the domed end and the bunny tail end, and we're going to use the bunny tail end to apply and to blend. But you do have the domed end that some use for placement. So here we go. I'm going to start with my contour shade. My contour shade is very dark and scary. Yours will be too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Take the bunny tail end and just tap it into your contour shade. Get a little on the brush and start right up here along the hairline. Go right across and then down to the temple. See how we're doing this? Right across and down to the temple. See? Not terrible. Okay, now we're going to go to the jawline and we're going to tap into the contour again, and we're just going to go to the ear, and I'm going to stop right here because I have jowls. You see these divots I have on either side of my chin? I don't want to make those more noticeable, so that's where I'm going to start, right along that jawline and right up there. Now, I am going to go under the chin with my brush and I am going to connect the divots. The reason I'm doing that is contour creates shadows. So it chisels your face and makes things that are there look like they're not. So now I'm just going to drag it gently down my neck. But do you see how it's creating the shadow? Because I do have a turkey neck and it is very wrinkled. I'm 67 years old, so it is what it is. So let's just drag it down gently. And we're just going to feather blend that out. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to take the bunny end that we've been using and I'm just going to squeeze it with my fingers, tap into the contour, and just tap along this cheekbone. Look at there. See, I stopped at the corner of the eye because you want everything high on the cheeks now so that the eye goes up when people look at you. It doesn't come down. The days of putting it down here are over, ladies. If you are of a mature age and you have mature skin, I guess that's the best way to put it. If your skin is mature, we want everything high because goodness knows gravity and nature is making everything sag. So we're looking not to look like we're 20, but we don't want to look like we're old either, however old may be. So now we're going to come to this cheekbone and we're just going to tap along it. Now see how easy that is and how nice it looks? Well, it looks a little silly right now, but we're going to fix that too. Now, to contour the nose, the only way that I know to do this in a easy fashion, rub your pinky into your contour. Take your pinkies and rub them together. Put them together. Let them be friends. Come right to the bridge of your nose and just drag your fingers down. There you go. Your nose is contoured. What's this going to do? It's going to make my nose appear thinner than it is. That's all it is. Now I am going to pick up one brush, which is called our line brush, or you may call it your eyeshadow brush. Eyebrow brush if you have one of these. And I'm going to tap into my contour and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows with my contour shade. Now notice I'm not dragging it all the way down because again, we're keeping the eye high and everything high on the face. We are going to lift this face with these shadows and camouflaging it to make it look to where maybe we're not quite as old as we think. Or as not as old, we don't want to look as old as we really are. Now, the reason we're doing all of this is because we are taking the three shades and we are sculpting our face. We are chiseling the cheeks, we're lifting the jaw, we're lifting the cheeks, and we're bringing our foreheads down. For those of us that our hairlines have gone back over the years, that's what I apologize. Evidently, my internet is not real strong today, but I'm back. So that's what we're doing is we are basically camouflaging and we're highlighting parts of our face that we want you to see. So now all of the contours placed, we're going to move to our brightening shade. Now picking up the very same brush, but I am going to flip it around to the domed end. And I'm going to tap into my brightening shade and I'm going to just place some in the middle of my eyebrows, the middle of my forehead in that T-zone. And then we're just going to drag it down the center of my nose. Now look how much narrower my nose looks already. There we go. That is why you want to contour and highlight. If you have a really broad nose, this is going to be your friend. So we're going to continue to just tap and brighten. Here we go, the Cupid's bow and the center of the chin. Now the eyes. Here we go. I have crepe skin underneath my eyes. Any type of liquid or powder is going to settle in there. So what we're going to do is come to the corner and we're going to just place a little bit and just bring it down along the side of the nose. Just a little bit. There we go. Now we want to brighten the outside of the eye too, so being careful not to pull that skin, because you know how precious that skin is for crow's feet, which yes, we have them. We're just going to tap it right there. We're finished with our brightener. Now, we're finished unless you have really, really bad folds in your smile lines or in your marionettes. So just for sake of demonstration, we're going to tap into our brightener and we're just going to take the shadow away. The darker shade, the contour, added shadows. The brightening shade can take them away. So you just want to go along that fold that is right there and just down the side. I'm also going to come right here where those jowl divots are and brighten those just so they aren't quite as noticeable. Now, do I look ridiculous? Of course, but you're going to be surprised. Stick with me what this looks like when we're finished. Now I'm coming to my main shade. My main shade is the shade that is closest to the color of my skin, and it's like a filler shade. We're going to apply it where we don't have anything else. So I'm going to tap into Sandy, which is my shade, and I'm just going to feather it on in my bearded area if I were a man. And notice very little product. Come up to the cheek where we didn't put anything, or the apple part of the cheek where there's nothing else, and then just to soften the blend across the forehead. So I have 3 shades on my forehead. I have my contour, I have my main shade, and then right here at the T-zone, I have my brightener. And that's it. That is the placement. Now, you can begin to blend here and come back and add your lip and cheek because all of these are creams. Cream is where it's at for mature skin. So what I'm going to do though, what I like to do is use my finger and blend it together. So I'm going to place my lip and cheek or my blush now, and I love this shade of Rosewood. Again, I am an earth tony girl, so I gravitate to these shades. As I said, and again, I apologize, my internet keeps going in and out. Now, I gravitate to these shades, and it's a personal preference. If this isn't your shade, if you strictly wear pinks, then you should wear pinks. It is what it is. It's just a preference. So now I have my entire foundation on, but I have to blend. So again, everything I used is in this little bitty palette. This is now my makeup bag. It's all together. It's in one place. I don't have to go digging through the drawer looking for what I can't find. Now, cream makeup needs to be set. It is warming to the temperature of my skin as it stays on my face. So what we're going to do is spray the end of my brush with the Seint setting spray. You can use any type of setting spray you may have on hand, not a problem. So we're just going to tap it just so it's not soaking wet, and we're just going to stipple it around where we had the contour and under the neck just to ensure it is blended. Now I'm barely touching my face. This cream has warmed, therefore it is spreading like a butter. So what could be better? Easy, easy, gentle blend. Now, we don't want to blend too much. There is such a thing as blending too much. So see how I gently blend it, and you can come back with the heat of your finger and gently tap along the side because you want it to be a soft blend, but you don't want to blend it out. That's sort of the rookie mistake when you first get your makeup. You blend too much. The good part about that is if you have too much, you just keep blending and it will go away. So it's a good thing, bad thing. Now see how I am just barely going underneath the crepe skin that is under my eye. Therefore, nothing is going to settle there. And we're just going to blend the T-zone and up into the forehead. Now I'm going to use some circular motions to be sure that everything is married together, but still its own person. There you go. Now, everything is blended with, and you can flip your brush around to get around the corners of the nose and up into the eye. Now, we're going to flip the brush around and we're just going to gently stipple and then drag it up into the temple. There we go. I love this shade of rosewood. I really do. And again, this particular shade is rosewood, is a limited edition. So you want to order her soon if she's what you want, if she is your cup of tea. If she's not, she's not. That's okay. All right. Now, do you see the glow that it left me with? I love the glow, but this is a little too much glow for me. So what I like to do is get the Vanilla Dust setting powder or any setting powder you may have on hand, a little dusting, and just give it a little bit more of a matte, just a little bit more of a matte look. There we go. Now notice I did not go under my eyes with the powder or around my crow's feet, because again, the powder could settle into your fine lines and wrinkles there, but the cream will not. Look at the glow. How long has it been since you had this type of a glow on your face that's not oily? Again, cream is where it is at for mature skin. How do you get started with Seint? Oh, that is such a great question and really, really easy. What I want you to do is pretend that this is your mirror, your window. Go to your window, pull the blinds back, pull the shades up. Let the natural light in. Not sunlight, natural light. Your face is makeup free. I know, scary. Makeup free, but it's okay. I'm the only one that's going to see it. No one else will. And trust me, I would not want you to see the one I sent when I was color matched. So what I want you to do is stand about an arm's length back from this window. I want you to look straight into your phone and catch your makeup free face and neck. Let me see what shades we're working with. There's a form. You answer 2 or 3 questions, and then you tell me if there's any distractions that bother you that maybe we need to address, because we have color correcting things. I didn't use any color correctors today, but they are available. So just let me know what you want to do. Take that selfie, upload it to my little form. We're done. And there, it will be in the copy, either up here or down here, wherever it goes. I will have a phone number. You just text #match and the form will come to you. Take your selfie, fill out the form, attach it, and it comes straight to me, and I'll get back to you with your custom color matches. Now we have several palettes. This one is the palette 4. This is the one you usually start with. Or some start with this one, which is the palette 12, and all it is a double-decker that gives you room for other lip and cheeks and for eyeshadows and any other thing that you may want to add. What can I say? Seint has been a game changer for me and the way I do makeup. Also, everything that I did here with you today, 5 minutes or less. 5 minutes, yes. Now, whenever someone says, hey, you want to run? I'm like, give me 5 minutes. Do, and I'm finished. I'm finished. What more could I say? 3 shades of foundation, but only 1 layer of makeup. What could be better? I thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Peggy, and I am your Seint makeup artist. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me.